Robert McCall is back, but this time something feels different. The Equalizer 4 trailer doesn't just promise action, it hints at a storm coming that McCall may not be able to stop alone. A new enemy is rising, and the world around him is about to turn darker than ever before. The Equalizer 4 trailer begins with a silence that feels heavy. It's not the kind of silence that brings peace. It's the kind that warns you something bad is close. Then we see Robert McCall older, calmer, but still carrying the same fire inside him. His face tells a story without words. This man has fought many battles, saved many lives, and ended many threats. But this time, the danger feels closer to his heart. The trailer doesn't rush into action right away. Instead, it builds tension. Slowly, it shows McCall living in a world that looks quiet on the outside, but broken underneath. The streets feel colder, the shadows feel deeper, and every scene has a sense that something is wrong. It's almost like McCall knows peace can't. What makes this opening so powerful is how personal it feels. In the past, McCall went after criminals to protect the innocent. But now, the trailer hints that the fight is coming to him. The look in his eyes is not just anger, it's warning. He is not hunting this time. He may be the one being hunted. We also hear voices in the background speaking about fear, about consequences, about a man who cannot be stopped. McCall has always been the equalizer, the one who brings justice when no one else can. But the trailer makes us ask a dangerous question. What happens when the equalizer finally meets someone who isn't afraid of him? The opening scenes make one thing clear: this is not just another mission. This is something bigger, something darker. And it feels like McCall is walking straight into his most dangerous chapter yet. And just when the trailer feels like it's setting up a familiar story, it drops hints that a new enemy is about to change everything. As the trailer moves forward, the tension starts to rise fast. The quiet opening begins to crack, and suddenly we are pulled into moments that feel sharp, dangerous, and full of mystery. The Equalizer 4 does not show everything, but it shows enough to make us feel that something huge is coming. One of the first major moments is McCall walking through a place that feels unfamiliar. The streets look rough, the people look worried, and the air feels heavy with fear. The trailer wants us to understand that this is not a safe world. Something is happening behind the scenes, and McCall has stepped into it. Then we get flashes of action, quick, brutal, and intense. A door breaks open. A man falls. A weapon is picked up. The Equalizer movies have always been known for action that feels real and personal, and this trailer reminds us that McCall is still just as dangerous as ever. Even with fewer words, every move he makes shows control, skill, and power. But what's different here is the tone. The trailer feels darker than before. The danger doesn't come from random criminals. It feels organized, planned, and smarter. We see scenes of people running, buildings burning, and shadows moving like a silent army. This is not just street crime. This feels like war. There are also emotional hints. McCall is seen watching from a distance, almost like he is thinking harder than ever. His calm face hides something deeper, maybe worry, maybe regret. The trailer suggests that McCall is not only fighting enemies outside, he may be fighting something inside himself too. Another big moment shows McCall standing still as chaos unfolds around him. Sirens, screams, darkness. It feels like he is surrounded, but not afraid. This is what makes him special. He does not run. He becomes the storm that stops the storm, and just as the trailer builds momentum, it begins to tease something even more shocking. A threat that could match McCall step for step. The biggest moments aren't just about action, they are about what's coming next, because every scene feels like a warning. McCall's toughest battle is about to begin. The most shocking part of the Equalizer 4 trailer is not the action. It's the feeling that McCall is no longer facing normal enemies. This time, the trailer teases someone different, someone smarter, someone who may not fear him at all. Throughout the trailer, we hear hints about a new threat rising in the shadows. People speak in worried tones, as if they know something terrible is coming. We see quick glimpses of a mysterious figure, not fully shown, but clearly important. The trailer doesn't reveal the face completely, and that is what makes it even more frightening. This new enemy doesn't look like a simple criminal. The vibe is colder, more controlled, and more dangerous. It feels like this villain understands McCall, maybe even knows how he thinks, and that changes everything. Because McCall has always been the hunter, the man who appears when evil feels unstoppable. But what happens when evil has been waiting for him? The trailer hints that this enemy could be connected to McCall's past. There are flashes of old memories, secret files, and lines that suggest unfinished business. This doesn't feel like a random fight. It feels personal, like someone has been building toward this moment for a long time. And then comes the biggest rumor that fans cannot stop talking about: Keanu Reeves. The trailer itself doesn't confirm it clearly, but the hints are enough to spark wild theories. Some believe Keanu could appear as a rival assassin, someone with skills equal to McCall. Others think he may play a character from another universe, creating a surprise crossover moment. Just imagine that Denzel Washington as Robert McCall, facing Keanu Reeves in a battle of calm, deadly legends. Two men who don't speak much. But when they move, everything changes. That possibility alone has made the trailer explode with excitement online. If Keanu is truly part of this story, it could mean that Equalizer 4 is going bigger than ever. Therefore, not just another sequel, but the start of something larger, a new level of enemy, a new level of danger. Because this time, McCall may not be the only unstoppable force in the room. And the new enemy revealed could push him to the edge like never before. As the trailer comes to an end, one thing becomes clear. The Equalizer 4 is not just another chapter. It feels like the beginning of McCall's most dangerous and emotional fight yet. The story seems bigger, darker, and far more personal than anything we've seen before. The clue suggests that McCall's new enemy is not only powerful, but deeply connected to his past. This could be the kind of battle that forces him to face everything he has tried to leave behind. And if the rumors about Keanu Reeves are true, this movie could become a legendary clash between two unstoppable forces. Equalizer 4 may also be setting up a larger universe, new characters, bigger threats, and future stories beyond McCall alone. But the biggest question remains: can the Equalizer survive a fight where justice may finally come at a cost? Because this time, the enemy isn't running. They're waiting.